Most people think intelligence is fixed. That's wrong. Psychology shows your brain can switch into a low intelligence mode. When it happens, you make worse choices, miss obvious patterns, and sometimes even sabotage yourself. And the scary part? It feels normal. In this video, we'll look at 6 strange habits that quietly lower your intelligence. The last habit is the most dangerous because it feels like intelligence. This isn't about calling anyone stupid. Everyone falls into these habits from time to time. The real question is how often. And if you notice these habits in yourself, that's actually a good sign, because awareness is where intelligence starts. First habit is reacting without pausing. When you react instantly to everything, your thinking never has the chance to go deep. Fast replies, quick anger, and rushed decisions may feel smart, but real intelligence doesn't live in speed. Psychology shows that intelligence isn't about speed, it's about control. A pause, even just 1 second, gives your brain the space to think instead of react. Without that pause, there's no reflection. And without reflection, there is no depth. Second habit is avoiding mental discomfort. When your mind slips into low intelligence mode, it naturally avoids effort. The moment something feels difficult or uncomfortable, your mind looks for an escape. You scroll, quit, or delay instead of facing the challenge. But real intelligence is built in moments of discomfort. If you always choose what feels easy, your thinking never expands beyond what it already knows. Here's what's scary. None of these habits feel stupid while you're doing them. They feel normal, even justified. Third habit is repeating the same mistakes. When the same problems keep appearing on different days, the outcome is usually the same. That's because the low cognitive mode doesn't slow down to reflect. Instead, it looks for someone to blame, makes excuses, and avoids looking inward. Intelligent thinking does something different. It asks one uncomfortable question: what did I do wrong, and what can I change? Next comes the fourth habit, which is fragmented attention. Jumping between tasks often feels productive, but it quietly weakens your thinking. Scattered attention keeps the mind busy while preventing it from going deep. Depth requires silence. Depth requires time. When your focus is constantly interrupted, intelligence never has the space to fully show up. And without sustained focus, even a sharp mind stays underused. Fifth habit is talking to avoid thinking. For some people, talking becomes a distraction from thinking. Silence feels uncomfortable, so words fill the space instead of reflection. Low cognitive thinking speaks fast and often. Intelligent thinking slows down, listens, and speaks with intention. Sometimes, the smartest move isn't to say more, it's to think first. Last habit is confidence is not intelligence. This habit tricks almost everyone. Confidence often feels like intelligence, which is why it's so easy to confuse the two. Psychology shows that weak thinking often comes with high certainty. When thinking is weak, mistakes go unnoticed, not because they aren't there, but because the mind never questions itself. Real intelligence does the opposite. It slows down, examines its own thinking, and stays open to being wrong. Low intelligence mode feels certain, while intelligent thinking stays curious. All 6 of these habits have one thing in common. They keep the mind busy, but not deep. Low intelligence mode reacts, distracts itself, avoids discomfort, and feels certain. Intelligent thinking pauses, reflects, questions itself, and stays curious. The difference isn't talent. It's awareness. The moment you start noticing how your mind works, you stop operating on autopilot. And that's where real intelligence begins. If you want to think clearly in a noisy world, this channel is for you. Here, we focus on training the mind, not just feeding it information. If that sounds useful, consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell.